Hi, Michelle here. Guess what? Today's live is actually out and about. I thought, well, I've got to go to the airport and, I'm actually traveling today. So doing a video sitting down at home was not going to work. So it just happened to clash with our very last video, our very last check-in for the challenge. So anyway, you get a special treat of seeing, this is the Seaport Marina in Launceston. It's about an hour from where I'm living at the beach at the moment. But when we move back to our house in a few weeks, it's about half an hour, 20 minutes away from home. So this is part of our city. But anyway, there you go. You can look at the fantastic yachts and things in the background while we have our last live video. So anyone who's going to join today, I'd love to see you. So please. Please join, but you're not going to hear that unless you're actually here. But leave a comment down below so I know who's here. It doesn't do a great job of telling me who's here and who's not. But one of the things I'd like to say, Gavin's here, yay! Hi, Gavin. Welcome to Launceston. And the boat's in the background. I tried to find a pretty spot for you all. Sorry about the glasses, it's a bit bright out here. I just wanted to say congratulations to everybody for getting to the last day. Yay! And I really hope that this has improved your online business. I hope that it's taught you a lot of things. I know a lot of you said it's pushed you a little bit outside of your comfort zone and you've learnt a lot. So I hope that going forward we'll be able to continue some momentum, whether you choose to come and do the challenge with us again or whatever you choose to do, that you will actually use what you've learnt and this challenge will be a worthwhile thing for you to go through. I will. Thanks, Gavin. I'll have a great run. So one of the things I just wanted to talk about. Hey, Frankie, let me see, what do you say? Hello, you love the location. Thank you. Thanks for the challenge. Yeah, no, that's cool. And I've really enjoyed it. It's actually got me to do some things as well. So it's not just what you've managed to do, but what I've managed to do too. So it's been awesome. Today though, so you still got, if you're in America, you've probably still got sort of 2 days or at least a day and a half to go before you've finished creating all your extra content from your epic piece of blog content from last week. All I really wanted to talk about today was to encourage you to keep going. Don't stop yet. Keep creating some more content. And also, here, look, there's Simon. For those of you who are wondering, there's Simon. He's now taking a picture of me doing this. Anyway, so keep going, keep creating that content. And I want you to enter the competition because I want you to be or to get an opportunity to win the competition, to get to take away my digital product course and to get me to come and spend at least 2 hours. I usually give more than I say I'm going to, because once I get carried away, I love to do as much as I can and to chat with you as much as I can to try and push your business a bit further. And often it's that process where the creative juices start happening when you have those two-way conversations that great ideas happen and your business can take all those extra steps forward and you can get a bit of clarity on where you're going. So I'm really looking forward to seeing who wins. What do you need to do to enter that? You need to go to the Resource Centre. You use the password Mojo. The Resource Centre can be found at mission-mojo.com and then you just click on the the challenge link, and then underneath the challenge link there is a drop-down menu, a sub-menu called Challenge Resources. You go to the Challenge Resources page, it will ask you for a password, you put that in, which is Mojo, and at the very bottom of that page I've put a form, and on that form you can enter the competition and hopefully win. Somebody has to win, so if you don't enter you won't win, so give it a go, enter it please. It's kind of part of the fun bit of this whole process is entering the competition. It tells you what you need to do. It's basically telling us how many pieces of content you've managed to create this week and what kind of content if you can, which is why taking a bit of a note, a bit of a stock of the marketing collateral you've got was a great idea. It's actually one of the reasons I chose that as the competition piece, because it will actually make you go and have a look, gather it all together and put it somewhere to store, which is sort of what we talked about yesterday with Gavin's question about how to store it all and how to locate it later. So go do that, okay? Please enter. Please go and gather it together like your little flock of sheep, and work out what's what, and use that time to also perhaps put it somewhere and name it in some way that you'll be able to access it later. Because from what I've seen, most of you have created some kind of content that could be rolled out again. Even Frankie's, which is about Christmas, that could even be rolled out again between now and Christmas, and again, of course, every year going forward, because all of the ideas in there were evergreen ideas, just based around the season. So that's what I want to see you doing, going and entering the competition. And then what we'll do is, I think Wednesday, I've decided that I will announce the winner on Wednesday here in Australia. So it'll be Tuesday night in America. And that'll be very exciting. I'll probably do a live video, we'll see. I'll send out an email before that so that everybody knows what's going on. And by then I will have given a little bit more thought about where we go and what we're going to do going forward. This has been such a great experience for me, even just running the challenge, and I know that there's plenty of you have said that you've been really enjoying it. So in order to keep going forward and for me to keep being able to teach you like this, because this is so much fun, then I think we need to do it again. And no one has said no, they don't want to do it again, so I hope that means, it took you 5 hours. Sorry, I'm just reading Gavin say it took you 5 hours to organise it. Wow, that's crazy. 5 hours. So that won't happen in the future though, will it, Gavin? Because now you'll know to organise it right up front. So you get those systems in place now so that you don't get stuck. Oh, dearie me. Oh, Simon's just joined, which is interesting. He's gone into the cafe to get me a coffee and he's now joined this. Anyway, getting back to the future of the challenge. So my main thing will be to try and decide whether we do it once a month, and therefore dedicate 2 weeks of every month to creating at least one very valuable piece of blog content, one epic piece of content. And then the other week of that 2 weeks will be all about what we've been doing this week, which is creating the actual marketing collateral, really, that goes with that blog content, or other ways to repurpose it, your baby content, if you like. If that seems like a good idea to you, I'd love to know. If you've got any other ideas, I'm very open to any other ideas of how you think we could do this in another way as well. I think this works quite well in that it gets us all at least one piece of epic content created and put out there, especially if we do it right and you use keywords that people are actually searching for, and you're actually providing real value to your community. And then at the end of a year, you'll have 12 pieces of this kind of content. I think my coffee's on the way. You have 12 pieces of this kind of content out there on Google, and 12 more ways for people to find you that you wouldn't have had you not done something like this. And then in that second week, when we're creating all that marketing collateral, you're actually giving that blog post a whole lot of fairy dust, if you like, or whatever you want to call it, and pushing it up as well, because when we start posting that all around the place, not only will you get other people who see that going over to your website, Google will also notice that you're getting a lot more traction. So anyway, and if it's all evergreen content, you'll then at the end of a year have 12 pieces of content that you can continually roll out all the time. So yeah, I think it's a great idea to continue to do the challenge, because it is something we should be doing. As a business owner, this is something you should be doing. So you may as well do it together as a group and have a bit of fun with it, and perhaps learn along the way. We can all learn from each other, because I've certainly been learning some things from you guys as well. And I certainly have a lot more stuff I can share with you about content marketing and how to improve your business around that. So yeah, there's no reason not to, I guess. So I just have to decide whether we just do it at the start of every month. Anyway, there's a few things I have to think about. I've got to get this marathon out of the way first, and I can clear my brain and start thinking about how we do this. But as I said, I would love your input. So if you have any ideas, please do let me know. All right, if you've got any questions about where you are and what needs to happen, and I don't know if you're stuck anywhere. I don't know if I can get you that 5 hours back though, Gavin, that you lost organising all your stuff. But yeah, anyway, ask me any questions. Otherwise, I will give you a bit of a 360. This is a hotel that's down here on the river. And obviously there's lots of boats and things down here, and yachts, that kind of thing. It's a relatively new area in Launceston, maybe 10 years, maybe 15, I don't know, relatively new. Up in that hill, where are we? Over there. I used to live over that way, up on that hill. Anyway, live out in the country more now though, so it's kind of nice. Got a little bit of space around me. All right. Okay, if you don't have any questions, I will go and get organised. I've got a few more things to do in the city before we head out to the airport and get over to Melbourne and do this marathon. It's a bit scary, but anyway, I haven't done one for 3 years, so it's a little bit nerve-wracking. But there's a lot of analogies when you do things like this, because especially sporting goals, well, any kind of goal really, because you set yourself that goal and then you work out all the things you need to do in order to get there. And that's what I did. 16 weeks ago I started a training program, and here I am in a few days about to run the 42 kilometres, 42.195 actually. Anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. You're all amazing. Keep going. And I will tap in over the weekend to see what's going on. Love you all loads, and take care. And thanks and congratulations. Oh, hold on. And I have a coffee. Yum. All right, take care. Now, the coffee has to come this way in order to hit stop. Bye.